Did you ever wonder how the universe was created? The best theory in evolution is that there was a collision of sorts, there was an explosion, and the rest is history. But in order to have a collision or an explosion, you have to have two ingredients, like subatomic particles and gases. And when they collided, the world was born. It doesn't really make sense to say that it all started with two things. Which of the two came first? We don't want to go there. We don't want to ask that question. Why? Because once we figure out which one came first, we're going to have a problem. If there's only one thing, nothing happens. So in the beginning, there was a subatomic particle. And that's all there was. So they had to start with two, even though that doesn't make sense. There's one thing that just exists because it's true. It doesn't have to be created. It's an eternal existing thing. What do we say? In the beginning, there was just God. Yeah, and then there was an internal combustion. God wanted something. Now, if you're going to say, well, there was a subatomic particle and it wanted to create the world. Is that a good theory? Yeah, it's a very good theory. But why are you calling it a particle? If there's a particle that has a desire, you just described God. You want to call him a particle? Call him a particle. So the first thing we know about creation is that it was the result of a desire. Because whatever you want to call that original being, if there was no desire, nothing would happen. God was in a very comfortable place. There was just him. He was the only thing. There was no problem. There was no complaints. So why did he disturb that very peaceful, comfortable, pleasant condition? Because he wanted something. Not because something else collided with him. There was nothing else. When we discover and realize the universe exists for a reason, we're going to want to know what that reason is. Rambam says that when Mashiach comes, the entire world will have only one interest and one pursuit, and that is to get to know God. That is the most relevant question ever. Why are we here? Problem with scientists, they will ask, why are we here? But what they mean is, the universe is perfect, nature is wonderful, everything's great until the human being comes on the scene and just messes everything up. We are the clutter of the universe. Without human beings, the universe would be perfect. The Torah says the exact opposite. Without us, the universe would be unnecessary and would stop existing. What a difference.